I think I'm going to miss the excitement of games. Not every game is all that exciting, but there are games where I know, and I've said this before, in my mind, I'm saying, where would I rather be than right here tonight?
Tonight, the LA Kings say goodbye to a legend. Bob Miller, the voice of the Kings, will put on the headset at Staples Center one last time.
How you doing, guys? How are you?
It's a bittersweet moment for a fan base that grew up with Miller's voice.
There he is. Is Mike Hassan working today?
The man of the day.
How you doing?
I've had so many people say, you taught me the game. And it always kind of surprises me because I didn't feel that I was doing that at the time. So maybe we were blending the teaching in with the description of what's going on in the game.
Broken up, Fox picks it up, he got tripped, and the loose puck taken by the Kings, 2-on-1.
They could trust him. They could close their eyes for a moment, they could leave the room for a moment, they could listen to his voice and understand, okay, I better get back in there because something's happening.
McClellan, Nichols right side, over to McClellan, to Fox, he scores! Jimmy Fox put it in!
Miller's dedication and work ethic earned him the respect of fans and his colleagues. His presence in the booth brought stability to a game known for constant change.
And there have been arena changes, even a change in the network name itself, and some other changes too. But
You have to start with his voice. You have to have power.
Taken away to the Kings. Here is Robitaille. Up the middle to Robinson. Right side now to Ellick.
Bob did not have catchphrases
Fox over to Hardy. Left point. Hardy to Larry Murphy. Murphy to Fox.
because his call was so powerful and correct.
Right wing to Murphy. Shooting score. Save. Rebound score. Larry Robinson.
What I wanted to do early on, and I was able to do most of the time, is beat the crowd by that split second when the goal goes in and you say he scores, then you hear the roar of the crowd.
Jimmy Carson looking for his 50th. He shoots. He scores. There it is.
I always thought if I could time that right and be on top of that play, it was really satisfying to me.
If you're going to excel at something, number one, you have to love it. And you have to want to push it and be the best you can every night. And I think that's what Bob did night after night, which led him to a Hall of Fame broadcasting career for 44 years with the Los Angeles Kings.
For 44 years and over 3,000 broadcasts, he has always been, always will be, the voice of the Kings. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Miller.
For Bob Miller, the decision to retire came after a string of health problems forced him to sit out multiple games.
After 44 years with the Kings, as of right now, 3,351 broadcasts, 57 years in radio and TV, I think it's time to retire and hopefully have some quality time left with my family.
He decided the final 2 games of the season would be the last of his career.
I was excited about working these final 2 games with Bob, and now that it's here, I have mixed emotions. I don't want it to end, but I'm going to relish every single minute of it.
I had several weeks before those games to get ready for them, and I would think about those a lot. I haven't done a game in weeks, and now everybody's saying, oh, I'm going to be watching, I'm going to be watching.
For only the second time in 44 years, I'm the new guy tonight. And it feels good to be back here, and thank all of the announcers that filled.
Hold on, guys, stop down one time, sorry about that.
That was my Emmy performance. No mistake.
You know, it puts a little more pressure on you knowing how many people are going to watch these games and what they expect from you.
I really am starting to change my mind now. Never too late.
Bob's career is built on making it about the fans and the team. But tonight, the spotlight landed squarely on him.
Well, it started back in 1973. Of course, it is now 2017. Second to last game, Hall of Famer, Bob Miller. All right, Jim, thank you very much. Great to be back in the booth here tonight.
Bob was worried. He was, that it still means something to Chicago, or it still means something to just, he's just worried. We said, Bob, no, this, tell your stories.
Anytime a bell rang in the Great Western Forum, I'd say, don't forget, tickets, the season tickets are available. It might have not even been in the press box. It might not have been Jack Kent Cooke, but I was conditioned.
That's what we want to hear. The game will take, if it's 5-0, 2-0, 1-0, whatever, it doesn't matter. So we had to kind of convince him of that. We had to kind of change his mind to, we want to hear from you, Bob.
Tony Granato, he's the head coach of the University of Wisconsin now. I'll never forget, I told him, I said, I remember when you got traded to the Kings, he came in the locker room and said, Bob, who is Wayne Douglas? I'm his roommate. And I said, well, that's a guy named Wayne Gretzky. He goes, what? He said, I'm rooming with Wayne Gretzky.
It was a love fest for Bob, as it should have been. I don't think you could have scripted it any better.
Well, it's very nice. What a great, great day. We even got Hawks fans standing up.
That's okay.
That's fine with me.
Kane, his pass up the middle taken away by Carter. Carter back up to center ice. A minute to go in the third period. Quick goes to the bench. Kings with it. Score by Dustin Brown. And Dustin Brown ties the game with 55 seconds to go.
In overtime, the Kings gave Miller a send-off worthy of his Hall of Fame career.
Saves check there by Doughty, and the puck taken by the Kings, and here's Carter. Carter with Doughty, 2-on-1. I think Jimmy Fox said he watched me, and I got taller and taller coming out of my seat as they went down the ice. Carter with Doughty, 2-on-1. Carter with Doughty. Carter in deep to Doughty, scores! Kings win in overtime. A 2-on-1 break at the break pass. And the Kings have won the game over Chicago in a 3-on-3 overtime. It's an ending that I think every announcer wants to have.
When I went from playing, I said to myself, I will never, ever connect with someone else like I did with teammates. I did with Bob. I watched him prepare. I watched him take so much pride in what he did because he knew that the people watching, viewing, they wanted the best.
I'm going to try to be mentally strong today because I've heard the phrase over the last couple of days where they say, don't be sad that it's ending, be happy that it took place. So that's what I'm going to think about. But to Bob, 27 years for me, it has been an absolute blast.
Nothing is going to be the same. I mean, that goes without saying. You don't work alongside and with someone for that long, and you just can't move on.
This gentleman right here, 3,353 games. Bob, congratulations once again.
Oh, thank you very much. I thought about how do you sign off and thank everyone without sounding like you're reading names out of a telephone book. I've enjoyed our broadcast. It has finally come to an end, and I just want to thank all of you again, you viewers and your listeners, for joining us all these years, for your passion for Kings hockey.
I mean, I love hockey, played it, but I'm gonna miss sitting beside and hearing the best broadcaster ever.
The end is here for me, so the only thing I have to say is good night and goodbye.